Well, good morning ladies and gents and everybody else. I like to be inclusive, as you know. Thursday, quick day out in the woods. Obviously Alan's made it, and Des of the Catty is over there, if you can see through the smoke screen. It's brilliant. We're trying to bring in the RAF, right? So he's doing a smoke signal thing, and obviously he's got a week off work, and Dave Fryers sat there filling his face. Bacon, sir, bacon. Top. Oh, very nice, sir, very nice. But it is unusual for me to capture a film of you eating, sir. Yeah, and I'm just saying.
It's almost every video, isn't it?
No, I haven't seen you for a little while, mate. So yeah, just things get busy. Same with me. We work on that, mate. Yeah, no, so it's nice to touch base on that. Obviously, I bought me that little tarp out again. I haven't had time to solder the extra couple of tie-outs on it. Was going to do it this morning, but I fell back to sleep. But anyway, and Al, our medical man, you got a nice little result off the bushcraft trade post, mate. Yeah. A DD Superlight 3x3. Hey,
not really neat, but it does do the job at the moment.
That's going to do, sir. But I'll say, how much did you pay for that, sir?
50.
Oh, good skills. No, good skills. Dean saw it and put a little. No, we always do. If we see something, we drop a name in there. That's the Facebook bushcraft trade post. Yeah. People just like us selling gear, mate, and you've had a couple of results off there, really, haven't you? No, that's a nice one, mate. Because as David was saying, like, they're expensive, but I've yet to find anybody that's got anything negative to say about a DD tarp. They're super light, mate, and all sorts. Well, the name gives it away, doesn't it? Yeah. That's the first one I've seen in brown, mate. So, yeah, nice one. Hey, you funny man. Ah, nice one, mate. Because, yeah, no, the quality's all nice. And that's like, same thing, you're always going to have that in your burger, no matter what. Yeah, nice one, mate. Nice one. And 50 quid, yeah, boom. Because they're quite expensive now, mate, aren't they? People want them, so I think the price goes up a bit when people want stuff, mate. Well,
90, you said, just there? So,
yeah. You know, oh, blimey, I've just gone a wobble there, sir. I can make about 5 shelters for that. But again, that's just, you know, doing it yourself. Not everybody's got the capability to do that. But obviously, I will, you know, like we discussed, like medical minute or something, mate. Obviously, you just shot Des that first aid kit, mate. Same as you've done for all of us, and it's. I know I'm taking the piss out here, but you're proper on it when it comes to first aid. So take the compliment, because it's the only one you're going to get off me today. Yeah. But yeah, you know, I just think, because they are important, mate. Tough cut scissors. If people don't know what they are, you can just take people through why it's a good reason to have them in your kit, because a lot of the time when something goes wrong, you ain't going to get an ambulance to you within the 15-minute time frame and all that if you're out in the Ulu and that, mate. Yeah, so we just talked about that, just do a quick medical, because you're not into doing your own films and all that, mate. No, but you have. Oh, hang on, got to prepare. RF comment, right, here we go. You bang on it with your skills and so forth and that, mate, and you know you've got stuff to share. No, sit. Hey, that wasn't a question, mate. Seriously, that was a statement. You know what I mean? Bang on it. And oh, Des is just chilling out there. Oh, what, you got that in the classic kettle?
Put it in the kettle, yeah. You know, the romantic kettle.
Yeah. Yeah. No, nice one, mate. And again, obviously Al, I mean, he's done the old first aid kit for you there, mate.
Superb.
Yeah, no. And it is, mate, you know, guys, well, everybody brings a little skill to the group, don't they?
Yep.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Yeah. And I know he appreciates the stuff that you dibbled, you know what I mean? Because he's into all them smelly candles and all that, mate. Salmonella or something, isn't they?
Salmonella.
Citronella. You know, I'm thinking shit here. Ooh, there's a little bit of Polish camouflage there, sir. Bit of camouflage. Yeah.
What's that?
That looks the same shape as a German Flecktarn side of a tent, sir. How's Mr. Baldrick, look. Little pikey, ain't you? Yeah, Dave's got bacon, Dad. Yeah, Dave, he loves me, doesn't he? Oh, he's ever so glad to see you this morning, mate, when he come running out. It's like, how's here?
On that,
Yeah, your Bart Simpson hat. Yeah. Don't know, that's what Essex they give it out to the kids, don't they? Yeah. And you got one. Yeah, but I've got no real plans today, just coming out, getting it done, bit of banter and all that. Most of it don't, well, probably get banned if imagine if we had the cameras going full time, so. No, there's somebody somewhere. I do like this cord that you got, mate. Yeah, it's
This
like
2mm paracord is on. I'll send you the link from
yeah.
Amazon.
Yeah, I'm after some of that, mate. Yes, yeah, that's nice. It's like I say, like the American bank line, but yeah, no. Because when I first saw it, you putting up, I thought it was like thin bungee cord. Because I've got some just like that. Yeah, no, I'll have that link off you, mate. Was that expensive? Was it?
No, that was $2.99 for about 30 metres, I think, something like that.
Blimey, yeah. No, do you mean that's nice, nice gear, isn't it? Hey, the RAF guy found something. No, just obviously the old rip-off first aid kit you give to, well, you sorted out for Des, mate.
Rip away, not rip off.
Yeah, rips off.
Hey, you rip away, I'll rip it off. Infantry, mate. No, so, no, they're spot on there, mate. They're spot on, right? And to your credit, sir. Actually, you got your one out here as well, mate. Yeah, and I know your one's obviously because you've got all the skills in it. Are
well, mine is identical, other than I've got two oral airways.
Yeah,
And a mask.
Yeah.
So it comes a rescue mask there.
but it's no spot on it, mate. And again, we'll do it later on, mate. Just a tough cut scissors, you know, a quick, you know, medical minute or whatever. I don't know. I'll just come up with that. Just yeah, people will go, oh, do you know what? They've got a good. He's got a good idea, mate. Yeah. I think I've done it about 3 times, mate. And you bang on it, and you know what's what, mate. And it's like everything. Don't keep it a secret, sir. No, especially when it comes to first aid and stuff like that. Otherwise, your setup's looking a bit RF anyway. Well, I've got no real plans today. I've got that little shelter again. I'll stick that up somewhere because Des wants to have a good look at it. You like? Shh, shh. Because again, I'll send you the link for that material, Dave.
Yeah, do that,
yeah. Because it's a bit funky. I don't know. It looks like what's that? Jorgen bag.
Yarvan bag.
Yarvan bag. That's where it is. That's where I, you know, couldn't put me finger on it or my mind to it, but that's the same sort of camouflage there.
Yeah, it's their mountain camo, isn't it?
Yeah, the rock stuff on that, mate. Yeah, and it's pretty effective in that. It proper disappeared, didn't you? But again, well, anyway, I've had a brew. Who's that? Right, do you know, I've just unfriended him on all social media.
Don't talk to him for the rest of the day.
No, actually, mate, that'd be a bonus for him, though, wouldn't it? Bring you back, ladies and gents.
No, wait. It's off.
That's proper bacon, mate. He'll be wanting to go home with you.
Can you have egg?
Oh yes, mate. He's a mobile dustbin, bless him. But as long as he's not begging enough, you know.
No, that's amazing.
Yeah, ladies and gents, and we're talking about little different skills and that. Dean, who's hopefully, obviously, he's working. He's going to try and pop down, have a bit of breakfast or whatever it is. But he started doing the leather work, mate, and even some of the first little sheaths for pocket knives and stuff.
Yeah. Well, as soon as he started making stuff, it's like, you know, can you make me this? Can you make me that? You know, well, he's made like 3 things for us. Yeah. Then he posted this up, didn't he? And I said, right, put my name down for that because I've been wanting one of these for ages. And all it is for keeping your spices in. So I've got some oil, some salt in there, pepper, and some sort of Italian herbs with some garlic,
which was one
all in there.
But
it's really nice buckles, nice stitching.
Beautiful leather. Look, because when he says, I'm not going to swear here, but I did swear at him. When he says, "Oh, I've not been doing leather work very long," and I went, "Do one." You know, or words to that effect. Get out, you know, get out of here, mate, because he's proper on it, isn't he, sir?
Yeah. And there's.
Oh yeah. That's, you know what I mean?
That's,
it's all about
the TBS folder.
Yeah, that's what you want to do and that, mate. I mean, look, it's just proper. And he says he ain't been doing it long, and I go. You know, but it is complimentary, mate, because he does lovely gear, mate, doesn't he?
It's nice leather as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's quality leather.
Proper.
Not too thick.
And
a lot of people, they do it too.
it's artist hand, you know it's been made by somebody. So as you said earlier on, that's why I went and grabbed the camera anyway. You much rather know that somebody's made it for you, because it makes it priceless, doesn't it? And Dave, I'll be, you know, you've got skills and all that, mate. You could probably, you know, but again, that is just beautiful, mate. Because he's even put a belt loop on it and that as well, you know. And he says, yeah, oh, I ain't been doing this long, you know, because he's very humble, isn't he? And I just say, yeah, all right, mate, yeah.
But no,
it's good skills, sir, good skills.
And he says he's got a Zippo belt. With Zippo light. I ain't got it. He's hopefully when he comes down.
Yeah. No, fair enough.
We'll have a look at that. But yeah, for my old thing, he put on the belt.
No, nice one, mate. Yeah, he's probably got some skills. We've all got a little different thing, haven't we? I mean, yeah, nice one. But yeah, I'll just say that, you know, hey, credit where it's due, mate. He does some nice gear, doesn't he? Bless him. And he loves a dibble as well, doesn't he? Yeah, he loves a dibble. Oh, nice.
Handles,
Sharpie things, mate. That's the
TBS 4 folder. So the last of the type with a little stud there. It's push the blade in.
Because I do like that, mate. And when you obviously it's solid there, so isn't it? I'm not really a folding type knife person. Or you know, or breaking and that type of stuff. I'm, you know, but that is proper, mate, isn't it?
Yeah. Mass-produced knife. You know, the TBS knives are quite, you know, they're all right.
Yeah. And yeah, do you know, it's not something I immediately, but certainly that fits in my hand beautiful, sir. Yeah. And that was again, what was the price of that, mate?
It was 75, but that was the last of the line, so they let me have it for 50, which is really nice. So.
Yeah, well, you got, you know, and that's the bushcraft store, mate. Yeah, because that's sometimes we have a little road trip there and that, so they sort of know you and that, mate. Yeah, no, and I must admit, that's just you wouldn't know that was folding unless you look down, and it's got nice.
They've put hex bolts there as well, so it gives you the option of changing the scales to what you want as well. If you can, if you can reproduce the scales.
I mean, like you say, mass produce. I love them scales as well, mate. But what's really, you know, the first time I had it, mate, that was like proper in my hand, proper fits, and I've got, like everything else in me is big, including my belly.
They're still making that knife if you wanted one. It's just they're not putting the little stubs on.
Stubs on. Yeah, no.
Why is that?
Yeah, for the one-handed operation.
Why is that then?
But no.
Because that would make sense to have that on there, wouldn't
it? And obviously that's the idea.
Yeah, and again, as I say, the Dean Monster, sir, he made you that proper little pouch for it. Oh, here's Mr. Baldrick. Oh, you had some bacon. You've done all right for bacon. He went, yeah, don't tell me mum, no. So I love David, don't I? Yeah, I know. And Desi normally plays chucky stick with you, doesn't he? Yeah, which you'll do later on, Baldy. Nice one. Oh, nice. I like nice. There's another little bit of Dean's kit. A little bit of a shout out to Dean. You got them, and he's
Yeah, so he's put that lever around the end of that pocket bellows there.
And he's just shot them to us, mate. Isn't he? He's a good lad, isn't he? No, proper. No, but they're nice, mate. And I must admit, when I first saw them, I thought, oh, they're a bit of Ponzi kit.
So did I.
Yeah, but they are now in my top pocket kit, mate. Yeah, because I've just seen you today. Load of smoke, needed more oxygen. Bosh, job done. Yeah, and especially when it's cold and wet and all that type of stuff. Yeah. Top pocket for me is like vital kit, and that's made it into my top pocket kit, mate. Because initially I thought, oh, wouldn't it be great years ago? Because they used to have the aerials on the cut. Anyway, swiftly moving on. Otherwise, I have to give myself a caution. But they're brilliant for getting the fire going and that. Well, just as you're doing now, mate, you'll bring that back to life. Did you fart then, sir? Oh, we'll blame that one on Baldrick. Oh, Des. Oh, you stink, Des. Yeah.
Trying to get rid of the brown.
I've got a nice little bit of sun coming through. Just having some great time, having a chill banter, banter and all that. Brilliant. Right, ladies and gents, I'll just give you excuse me, a quick look at this. Something I bought a long time ago, probably off Amazon. Wasn't a great deal of money, and there's a lot of interest. I mean, Des, his kit, he's taking a shine to it, and I'll try and find a link for him again. Well, I'm going to call it 4-in-1, and there's probably many more uses for it. But here is probably the thing that's going to get used the most for. It comes like that, and obviously, I'm not going to. You attach it the way you want. It comes with this rope, and obviously if you want to replace the rope with knotted paracord, which is what I intend to do, then job done. Just makes it a little bit easier. But nice material, nicely edged, got nothing to say about it, nothing bad to say about it. Takes a fat bloke and his dog. It's got sort of tie out points and that, nicely sewn. Nothing, and double sewn, as you can see there, ladies and gents. And it is what it is. It's here you see it's set up. So if you was in a difficult situation and the ground soaking wet, muddy, boggy, you could sleep in that. Would you be comfortable? Well, do you know, I don't know. But it's one of them things. So I'm proper on it now. Lofty Wiseman is my hero. Ramy is me. Is get you out of a sticky situation. Now, when you look at this, you can see some tie-outs here. Tie-outs there. Tie-outs there. And there's the, I say that's the bag it all goes into. So you've all seen this before. It's a hammock, and for the price I paid for it, happy with that one route. But if you imagine, it's going to look a bit stupid. We don't care what we look like, because it's a multi-function piece of kit. I think that's what made me shell out for it, and I think it was, you know, in the order of sort of 20 quid, something like that. Had it a long time, just come across it because I was looking for some pouches that I wanted to show Des for his Matilda. But that then becomes a hood. These you do up, and you can put your head in there, pull it round, and it becomes a poncho. Again, not a particularly flash one, but one that would certainly keep you and your rucksack dry. So that's the third one. And obviously, because I'll try and do it quickly set up, it is a lean-to shelter as well, and it can be used for that. Also a ground sheet, and as Des pointed out, you know, civilians as well, but you know, you could quickly make an improvised stretcher out of this as well. So that maybe that's 5 in one. There's probably loads more. I just come across this today. I thought, you know, use it from this state to that. I had a little muck about with it, because actually what I did find, I was looking for them, was me proper bang on carabiner. So I must have just stuffed it all in a sack, and you know, it just goes in with the kit. You know, we've all got a little kit stash, haven't we? So that's the most prominent one. I'll just show you poncho, and if I get time, because they want me to put this other shelter up I made the other day, so they're going to look at it, set up in a lean-to fashion. You know, there's 4 or 5, very adaptable piece of kit. You know, I'll be scientific now. So, well, how big is it when it's packed up? Well, it's about that big. And it wasn't too expensive either, ladies, but you know, like if you're in a bit of a situation and that, you could get you out of the stuck and so forth. And it's all about having, as I said last time, having the kit with you to use it. And if you've got a multi-purpose item, then all the better. But the lads have had a good laugh. They've done a bit of filming with me, because I first stuck it on as a poncho, and it looks a bit like daft, but you know, do you want to be wet or do you want to look a bit daft? And I know which one I would prefer. Right, anyway, I've said to Des I'll try and find a link, probably 3, maybe getting on for 4. You know, you buy these little bits and bobs now, don't you? But I'll try and find a link for him. Right, Des, here we see it in another little configuration. Again, you need to take your string out, so undo a knot and put both pieces of cord in your pocket. Then it's going to look a bit daft, but you know, I'm not shopping in Tesco trying to impress the ladies. The actual bag it gets stored in goes over your head. That will come round. Bearing in mind, obviously you've got rid of the string at the bottom, and it's got a couple of tie outs there, just so you could tie it round you. Okay, I'm not going to do a flash knot. And will be a lot better than nothing at keeping you, and as I say, typical sort of poncho, you can keep your pack under there and that dry. And if this is all you got with you, and you've got a chance of being like soaking wet, which ain't a good situation, and probably your kit, or this keeping you dry, that's another job done. It will set up in a lean-to shelter, and I'm going to put a ridge line because you guys want to have a look at that other thing I made up. I'll show you it just as an emergency shelter. Ground sheet, and like I said, there's probably many uses, and everybody watching this, I ain't insulting people's intelligence. It's just got a lot of different uses. And if you're only carrying the one thing, it's all about having it at the time that you're in a difficult situation. With daily use, but I couldn't see me going down the high street in this stuff, because, well, people stare at me anyway. Right, ladies and gents, yeah, it will do a shelter, ground sheet. I'll just show you it. Thanks a lot. And there we are, ladies and gents. It's just set up in a lean-to configuration. And you know, you get yourself under that. Ideally, I'd put a stick under. Just showing it. The only reason I'm showing it is because obviously people went, oh, blimey, that's not a bad bit of kit. Is that's certainly, if that's the only shelter you had, that'd more than enough to get a man under there with his kit, keep you dry for, you know, until otherwise, you know. And these little tie-outs there, I've just tied them out to the actual ridge line. So there's another reason. I haven't done them all up, but it's simple, do a simple little lot. Quick prusik knot, job done. Yeah, Des, I reckon that'd sort somebody out for a couple of nights, you know, emergency shelter, mate, wouldn't it? Yeah, certainly long enough. I'm not going to lie on the ground, but yeah. So that's it, ladies and gents. If I can find a link to it, if I want to share it with Des, I'll stick it at the bottom. But like I say, I bought this a goodly while ago. And we're here, it's late in the day, everybody's been fed and watered, including Mr. Baldrick. He done alright on the bacon. You did alright on the bacon, Mr. Baldy, didn't you? Yeah, I did, yeah. I love Davey, don't I? He gives me bacon. Don't tell me mum. Camera shot. Yeah, no worries. That little thing I said to him, I'll just set it up so I can have a look at that. But I didn't have time really, or the inclination just to sew the extra tabs on that. But again, that come over in my jacket pocket. There we see. Mr. Baldy. Doing what Mr. Baldy does best. That's my stick. Baldy, that's my stick. Mine. Give me that. Baldy, give me that. Mine. There's a bit of plain chucky stick with you later on, mate. Because just shoved it up to Dave. We've got Des in there at the moment. So they're going to have a little look, but it's got some mileage in it, mate.
Definitely.
Yeah. And
it's nice, a bit unique, that pattern, isn't it? It's quite nice.
It is, yeah.
It actually surprisingly fits in really well, doesn't it?
Yeah, and it's certainly because, you know, if you're in a difficult situation, you know, you'd put it right in the middle of a gorse and, you know, where people wouldn't want to go, and with more greenery. But at this point, I'm trying to keep dry and out of the weather. I mean, you're a full 6 foot of desert, aren't you?
Yeah.
6 foot, well, you're quite tall, but you've got a little willy, and you're banging there, mate, ain't you? So with a pull out there, mate, and then
yeah, I think if you had one in the middle,
yeah,
to pull it, you know, just to take it a little.
Yeah, just get that material off your face, but low to the ground. Well, we'll try and show you. David initially, there he's over there. I thought, oh blimey, I thought he's been on a wacky backy. No, seriously, mate. But when you look at this, and I'll find one again. Here are. If you imagine, just bear with me. I'm hoping it's going to come out. But there's a tree. There's a branch. Oh, God, you did, mate. No, you did give me. I've got a free adrenaline shot there. But there is an actual bird with a long beak on there. Just stop for a sec. There's, yeah, there's the bird with a long beak. So it's quite funky, really, isn't it? And as Dave said, it looks like a mountain scene, and it's going upwards. And obviously repetition. But there's no serious, mate. Your thoughts on that? You know, let your eyes be your guide. You know, obviously. That's just my version. There's always somebody who look at it and go, oh, if you did that Ed, or you did that, that'd make it better.
Yeah, I think like you say, putting a
tab
point in the middle, just to be able to pull it out to give it a little bit
more headroom. Yeah, they all need that, mate, anyway. But yeah, and one there just coming down with a little bit bungee cord onto there, mate. And I would have done that, but you know, my missus woke me up at 7. I fell back to sleep. Was 10.
As well, if you get away with having it almost like an apex as well, couldn't you? You know, it'd be quite low to the ground, wouldn't it? But to have it so the ridge line is on these you know, like on the vestibule legs, is to have them on there. I mean, obviously it's going to be lower.
Yeah.
But even then, that'll probably make it a little bit more waterproof if you're using it in the rain, wouldn't it? You know what I mean?
Because as Des says, what I didn't want to do, that's 150, but in the order of 3 metres. It's long enough for a human, and you're quite a tall chap. Yeah. But what I don't, you know, like the less seams it's got, and if I had to join 2 bits of material, then what you've got to think about is that seam, will it give way in when you need it, and that's unsealing it, and that. It's just meant to be proper, simple, and easily doable, mate. And like I said, I don't mind saying, you know, I've got that, and I'm going to be able to do a 3 metre by 2 metre tarp out the rest of the material, mate. For, you know, I've got some change out of 50 quid, and obviously there's a couple of people want to link to the material. I never keep things like that secret, because I've just come across it, I've got what I need, job done. But are you impressed with that, Des?
Yeah.
Because you're a bugger to please you, also. And you can take that as a backhanded compliment.
No, of course not.
No.
Because as well, why wouldn't you have had it that length?
Come out there, mate. Yeah.
Why did you have it like that?
It's long enough, but then I want to be able to, so next time I come out, mate, because one of the tabs, it's going to come in, and that's almost going to drop at sort of a 60-degree angle. Yeah, so you see where that temp peg is, mate? I'm going to put a tab on there, so it'll just, Baldrick, move. You see what happens to the sides of that, mate? Just pull it in for us.
Oh, okay, so you have it like a tent on this.
Yeah, and you know, that's kind of like it is. I'm going to do about 12 inches there, mate. And oh no, bless him, he loves it. He's always photobombing. But that's the idea on that, mate. And it's just to keep it really, really simple and keep that inclement, that's it, sir, inclement weather. And yeah, you know, that's it, mate. You know, so I can set it up in many different ways depending on, oh, Baldrick, he loves it. Many different ways, mate. And, you know, it's very, very simple. It's got coverage, because I'm going to do that with the, you know, the long side, as I call it, the second tarp going over, mate. Just give you many, or whoever it is, many different variations. Yeah, so that'll just come down at, you know, almost like an angle. Not as much, because I don't want it full in, I don't want it closed in, because if you did, you'd just bring a tent, wouldn't you? Yeah. But then the idea with this is, as I keep saying, you've always got the bottom of your pack or whatever. It's always going to be there, you know what I mean? And boom, because I mean, you can do a 3x3 tarp. I will be doing one, but just doing that, ladies and gents, I'm not claiming this is an idea I've come up with, although I've not seen it before. But again, to bring that over, and then even on that one, we'll go down to there, and it's got a lovely overlap. So you know, boom, simple, lightweight shelter, lofty Wiseman, Ramir's. Do one, sir. All right, well, no, I'll take that as a compliment, mate, because you are like a bit like proper R2.
It's how light it is as well. It packs down pretty good, doesn't it? You know, that's a bit of me, isn't it?
Yeah. That's infantry, sir, isn't it? Yeah. And I know you're artillery, but you're still a bit infantry, sir. Anyway, I'll need more coffee.
Yeah, whatever.
You use that to scare the kids, didn't you, Alan? And sometimes you don't need that either, do you? Yeah. There's Mr. Baldrick. You've done all right, mate. You loved it, didn't you, Mr. Baldrick? You'll love it then. Right. Oh, Des, you've got a Helicontex tarp up again.
Oh, what?
Polish camo, sir. Very nice. Yeah. Very nice. Just pity it weren't there. I'm banging on Helicontex range, mate. But that's like a 58 poncho, yeah? Why didn't it do like 12 inches longer on each side, mate? Proper shelter that you could probably nick the sides in a bit, keep the rain off, yeah?
I mean, I have kits in it, don't get me wrong, I do sleep in it, but I have to bring, you know, I'm 6'3", so it's like I have to bring a bivvy bag, because when you do get a downpour, obviously you are going to fit, you know, you are going to, especially if there's a bit of wind behind it, you are going to get that in there. But you know, for compactability, I mean, I'm toying on it about taking that with me the weekend when I go camping the weekend. It was supposed to have rain Saturday, but you know, just to keep because I'm gonna, with me and Barney, I want to try and pack my kit down.
I'll tell you what, do you know what would have been a bit okie dokie? If I'd have sold them few tabs on, mate, because you've got to bring it out, get your angles right and that type of stuff. You could have took that.
Tried it out.
Yeah, and you know, come back and give us a review, mate. You know, did it get the job done? Did you stay dry? You know, that type of stuff, mate.
Do you want me to take the one half of it and try it out?
But the thing is, that'll only drop down. You know, I think it needs, if you're going to be in proper rain, mate. Well, if you've only got the one half, sorry, mate. Yeah, I'm talking. If you've only got the one half, then you know you'd make do with that. But it does need a tie out in the middle to pull it off your face, doesn't it?
Longer bit.
Take that if you want, mate. I don't need to do that.
Because then at least I've got the length on it as well.
Because if you're going to be using that, take that and mash something up, mate. You know what I mean? Because that will go over the ridge line as well. So you see, if that was horizontal, then you can use that side and attach it just away and bring it down, mate. So at least you've got a long one to sleep under and your kit underneath that one. See what I mean?
What? Well, possibly. Yeah. Do you want me to try it out for you then?
Yes, mate. Do you want to? I'm not, you know.
I'd take the whole lot.
Yeah, just try it out. Just experiment.
Because again, if you're setting it up like that, mate, well, do you know, if you're towards the other side, then you've got all the room in the world, mate. And so that, you know, you could sleep in the middle of it, and that tie out, which should be about there, just to pull the material off your face, you know, you're not going to worry about, mate.
Yeah.
If they're secured down, as they said, at the sides, that's going to keep it, you know.
It wouldn't matter sleeping in the middle, would it?
Yeah.
Like if you imagine where it's an apex, you ain't going to have to worry about. You know.
Oh, well, don't fair dues, mate. Yeah, no worries.
Are you going to be leaving it like that, or are you going to be putting small bits on it afterwards?
Afterwards, mate. Yeah, and that's only, you know, like a pull out and a tie out there, and that's it, mate. Because it's, and you know, mucking about with a couple of angles.
I know why he's done this, because he don't want to take it down, does he?
No, I didn't say that's yours, you take it down if I'm shooting it to you, mate, no.
Yeah. Alright, and that's a nice, I'll review it for you.
Yeah, the thing is, see the one on the other side?
Yeah.
I'm going to turn around now, mate. If you've got that set up as per normal level, and then you was to use sticking all your kit under there and all that, because it's lovely, there's nothing wrong with it, mate. So that's there, and then the long one, mate, yeah, not the one with the angles, just coming down here, and literally just dropping it to the ground, and so it's exactly the same. You can sleep under it. The water's going to go down and run off. You know what I mean? So you've for very, very lightweight, mate. You've properly upgraded your shelter. So yeah, well, we'll have a little chat about that, mate. Yeah, no, please go away, take it away. You know, if it's poo, it's poo, sir. You know, or if it's got mileage, or you know, any suggestions. So I'm not. I just sat there at work one time with a bit of A4 paper. You know, drew out a few shapes as you do, and a little bit of common sense with that overflat, mate. Because even there's nothing wrong with the furthest one, mate. And just set it up there, and that'll be your Helicon Tex poncho just coming down, mate.
Yeah.
See what I mean?
Yeah.
Boff. And you've just proper increased the viability and livability. Oh, that's a new word, isn't it? Livability. Yeah, I think so, yeah. Now, a new word of your shelter, mate. And like I say, you can put, well, you can put the, thing in your bloody pocket, mate.
Yeah, I'll try.
All right, no, fair enough, mate. Yeah, have a little go. It's just a shame I fell asleep this morning because I was just going to get up early, and while I was waiting, just bang a couple of tabs on it, mate, which don't take too long. All right then. All right, well, there you go. Boom. Right, guys, I appreciate everybody popping over, especially as a Thursday during the week. Great little catch up. We've had a proper the banter, and that's been good, mate. And banter and bacon. So what more do we want? Well, Baldrick done all right, didn't he? Yeah. No. So we've got sort of Des, Mr. Baldrick, who's tired boy in his head now. He's wants to go and have an afternoon kip. But that chair there, mate. And I know everybody would have the bar at a different height. That's pretty comfortable, really, isn't it? For just.
I broke one, didn't I?
Yeah, and you can put that in your pocket or the top flap it or whatever. Couple of A-frames. So Mr. Baldy, he's a proper lapdog. He's tired boy on his head now. Look, Baldy, tired boy. I'm not surprised with her. Man, you've had to eat, sir. You done well on the bacon, Dad, didn't you? Yeah.
I don't care. I just want to.
Not sure if I'm going to do any more filming, ladies and gents, but yeah, it's been a cracking day. It was supposed to rain, but it hasn't, so that's always a bonus. And if you've watched the film this far, thanks a lot, really appreciate it.
Yeah, so I've just packed away my poncho, my Helicon Tex poncho, and then that's the sort of size, really.
Difference between the two, mate, yeah.
It's not a lot, is there?
And that can go into two small ones. Yeah. I'll just keep it simple. Well, you can have a little play with that the weekend, mate, yeah. Like I say, if you buy the material, you do know a fat bloke that can make one for you. Definitely. I know when you take a shine or something, so. No, fair enough. No, that's it, sir. But yeah, no, because again, and that weighs less than an army tarp, mate, doesn't it?
I'll tell you what, I'll throw them on the scales.
Scales, yeah, because my missus has got rid of the scales and put a mixer there or whatever.
I mean, I think that's probably a bit heavier, but
not
much, flipping it. We're not talking kilos, we're talking like ounces or whatever.
But that will go in two parts, and you can put it in. Yeah, it's just a. Yeah, no, fair enough, mate. Yeah, I've just come over with a camera to grab that because otherwise, boom. But you'll give it. And I know you will be a bit brutal, sir. No, fair enough, mate. That's true.
That's it, innit?
Yeah. If it comes back and you've got good ideas, guess what? We just get it done, mate. We're not posh, are we?
Well, I'm going lightweight.
Yeah.
I'm going lighter than this weekend.
Yeah. Fair enough, mate. No worries. And I'll look out for that other pouch on the side, mate, because we've had a dibble on that. I've definitely got it. My missus has just moved it. That's just a little green patch. Because the old Helicon Tex ones are hard to get hold of, mate, and they're looking at about 28, 29 quid, so that's double that, one each side. And
to do a dibble.
Yeah, dibble, sir, dibble, brilliant. And there's, what's it? You got the Helicon Tex Swagman, is it?
Yep.
Yeah, and it had a bit of fire damage. It's been repaired, but I'll have that, mate. I'll just sort of do something with that, mate. So it's a straight dibble there, sir. Because you're going to try and flog it on as well, weren't you?
I was, yeah.
So, job done.
I did try on the trade post, but no one seemed really interested in it.
No. Well, it's price to sell, mate.
What?
It was priced to sell,
It
2.5.
was only 25, 30
Yeah.
quid, wasn't it?
I think somebody will have it just for material and stuff, mate. Yeah.
Well, you.
Yeah, no, that's it. Yeah,
You know,
because
you are
when it turns up, I'm going to be selling me missus. Oh God, I'm going to be making Baldrick a sleeping bag, and you know, like a proper drop over coat. Do you know what you see on horses, mate?
Yeah, oh,
yeah,
yeah,
Do you know what I mean? The warm, you know, just for when he's out and about, and he'll have his own little snug pack, you know, thing. I just drop over the top of him, like. I'm already, a couple of bits of elastic just to keep it in place. Look, he's eating himself there. Baldrick, stop eating yourself. That's your anxiety, mate. Come on, you good boy. Baldy, do you like being in the woods? He said, I do, Dad. I love it. Mate with the boys. Dave, cheers. Cheers for seeing him, mate. Coming over, great skill set, nice one. Obviously, Al, cheers for that, mate. And you know, the medical and all that, mate. You're top on that, sir. And I must have had a happy pill today because I keep like complimenting the RAF bloke, don't I? And again, Des, always, mate. Nice to see you, sir. Nice to see you. Take care.
Yeah.